I feel it's my duty, and I've recorded a couple of seconds of footage. If you take a look at this, you'll see something very disturbing. The roads look completely and utterly fucked up. There's no sugarcoating it. This game has been out for 11 months. It's been in production for a long time. It's not quite Cyberpunk 2077 broken, but nonetheless, this needs to be talked about because this game is going to be coming out on console soon. I believe on the 27th of July to Xbox Series S and X, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel that after I've played for quite a few hours, I have the game on Game Pass. So I paid $1 for 3 months, and I did the same thing way back when the game first came out. There's no improvements. Now, when you play online, it tends to be a lot worse. So I'm going to pause it right here. And if you could follow my mouse here, where the lines are that separate from the grass to the road, it's a lot more pronounced when you play online and you have all that photorealistic terrain coming through. When it comes to the elevations of roads, it's even usually much worse than when you're offline. So this right here is offline mode. You'll notice that the grass, I'll just replay it now. The grass, the trees are actually really, really good, even when you're like right on the ground. But for some oddball reason, the textures of the streets are really wonky. They're able to get everything else. The plains, the clouds are amazing. The weather is absolutely phenomenal. I am blown away, but even like the houses there, if you look where my cursor is, a lot of times there's this weird elevation thing, and I'm not saying that this kind of thing never happens in the real world, but I've been here in the real world, and that's not what that house looks like. I'm just saying, along with a lot of the other ones. So, this video is about me showcasing you one of the worst case scenarios, but that I want you to be aware of this going into it if you're planning on purchasing this game, that 11 months after release, it's still just as bad as it was on launch, in my opinion. I mean, I can fly around all over the world and I will find broken shit like this always. If you're able to fly away from roads and you don't mind cars kind of going all over the place and bumping into each other and disappearing underground, sometimes taking off like an airplane, yeah, this game is definitely, for you. It looks like there's been a little flood there. That's what it kind of looks like happened. But we all know that this isn't a live service game. That's not what happened, even though it was just raining earlier in the game. And if you're going to be flying very high up in the air, over 10,000 feet, you're going to be, going over a lot of places where there's just not a lot of traffic and roads, then this kind of thing may not bother you. I'm kind of on the fence, so I haven't purchased the game. Again, like I said, I got to save up my money. I want to build a new computer. Good for me. Thinking of getting a nice little joystick. However, I still kind of want to buy the game. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss it once my 3 months is up if I haven't purchased it already. It's probably going to bug me. But to me, this is a huge thing. Again, in closing, this is not like a rare occurrence in the game. It's a very frequent thing. And I get it. A lot of people are going to say, hey, man. Actually, it's 2021. They'll probably say, hey, bro. This ain't Forza Horizon or Need for Speed, man. Get back in the air. Right? Because the game, as some people point out, it's meant to fly. You're meant to be in the air. I call bullshit. Because as I'm looking at the ground, as I'm looking at the trees and everything, I'm okay with the level of detail that we're getting here. Just not for the roads and how inconsistent they are. It is absolute madness. I mean, even in the near distance there, you can see that the roads are going up and down and then they curve, and you could be thinking to yourself, well, I've seen roads like that in real life that do that. And yeah, they can, but usually not that drastic. And there's some places where it banks up so high that in real life your car would fall. There's no way that it was done like that. But that tends to be a lot worse. It's called terrain spike. That happens a lot worse when you're connected to online again. This is offline. Again, textures look a little watered down compared to the rest of what we're getting. Quite jagged. I do believe my settings are on maximum or high or whatever. And that's the rant. I do love the game. I really, really do. And I've put in a lot of hours. But I cannot overlook this detail. And I can't help but think the massive influx of people that are going to be purchasing the game soon. I feel like I need to not do like what some other people do that have already dumped in 1,000 hours in this game. And that's, kiss Microsoft's ass. There's some people that are sponsored by them and, oh, this is the best game. It's a flawless experience. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this either. You know what I mean? Even back in the day when I might have been drinking and smoking certain things, I could promise you my world never looked like that for a moment. That's it for the video. As always, if you liked it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm and making me just a little bit more relevant in the search results. What people are looking shit up on the internet. If you didn't like the video, that's okay. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll make sure the next time you play the game, your pilot falls out the window and he gets sucked in through that jet turbine. And you get splattered all throughout the air like ashes in the wind. Oh, and you can't fly any planes because you have no pilot, so you have to uninstall the game, buy it again. If you want to subscribe, naturally that would be wonderful. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.